Red Solo Cup, I fill you up. Let's have a party. Let's have a party.
Bob would be like, what is that?
Red Solo Cup. Welcome back to the Five. The economy added 80,000 jobs last month, according to the Department of Labor, only enough to move the needle slightly from 9.1 to 9% unemployed, and certainly not enough to signify a healthy economy. But according to former Speaker of the House Nancy Pelosi, the 14 million Americans should thank her and Obama because things could have been worse.
I'll tell you this, if President Obama and the House, congressional Democrats had not acted, we would be at 15% unemployment.
Right?
It's quite impressive that she can say that with a straight face.
Whoa. By the way, my 7 favorite words in the language: former Speaker of the House Nancy Pelosi.
Well, she wants to be the Speaker of the House again, and I think she's probably a little defensive. I thought that her body language in there was strange. I think the question surprised her. You should always stay away from percentages like that, because just like when you say the unemployment rate won't be above 8%, if you pass President Obama's stimulus bill and it comes back to haunt you, and it is the thing that is like an albatross around their neck.
But the crazy thing is, Kimberly Wan, she came up with 15%, what, off the top of her head? Let's just go, boy, if it wasn't for us, it'd be 15%. Good thing, we're here.
Arbitrary.
No, well, no, it's not arbitrary. I mean, there's some economists who have written just that. In fact, they say 16%.
Can I mention something on that, though?
Yeah, of course.
Those economists that she's referring to assume a 3.5% economic growth rate per month, or per year, and we are nowhere near that.
There's no evidence to support that we're on a path for that at all.
Here's the bigger thing. They are also talking about steps that was taken by the Bush administration, like the bailout, like TARP and other steps.
You really think she's taking credit for the Bush administration?
Well, no, yeah. Look, she'll take credit for anything she can take credit for. She's a politician. But what I'm saying is, if that's how you could say that's not an irrational statement. But I will say this: that is political hyperbole to the max, because the reality is what we're dealing with. Now, if you ask the CBO, who scores this thing on a nonpartisan basis, they do say that without the stimulus package, we would have about 1.5% more unemployment.
Right. No, that's the same group that told us what Obamacare was going to cost, and oopsie, they forgot about it.
Can we point out that, okay, number one, the country's in trouble if we think unemployment dropping to 9% is a good thing.
Yeah.
And let's face it, the reason why it dropped has to be because of seasonal Christmas hiring, which means a lot of elves. And as the president of the Union of Elves, I know this.
Right, king of the elves.
Besides the elves, Greg, there are somewhere around 9 million people who are what's called marginally attached to the economy, which means, Kimberly, that they would like to be working full-time, but they're working part-time, not by their own choice, because that's all they could find.
Yeah, that's all they can find. That's all that's available. It's seasonal work like we're coming right now into. That's why you're going to see the numbers shift a little bit. But is that going to be something that's sustainable? What they want to do is take those part-time jobs. They need to be turned into full-time employment. But you have to have the revenue, the sales, the consumers to be able to sustain it. And again, real economists that aren't afraid to show their face will tell you that we don't have that. We're not on track for that yet. And that's the problem for Obama re-election in 2012.
The job growth was anemic, better than going down, but it doesn't keep up with population growth. So we're not even keeping up with that. And also the employment age ratio is at the lowest it's been since like the 1920s.
Can I pull one more number out? And it's really disturbing. I follow this number every single month it comes out. When Obama was sworn into office, on average, people who were unemployed stayed on the unemployment line, the dole, for 19 weeks. This month, 39.5 weeks, more than doubled. So 3 years into the presidency, people are staying unemployed twice as much, twice as long.
So you think people are that dumb that they're not going to remember that we had a terrible economic crisis, a collapse of the housing market? You think that people don't know this?
Can't blame them.
No, I'm just saying, that's crazy for you to say, oh, well, you know what? Guess what? It was shorter then, it's longer now. Guess what? We went through a terrible crisis, and we're all trying to dig out of it, and there's no reason like to dog America. There's no reason to be pessimistic about America.
I'm dogging the policy.
No, I'm just saying, what policy?
policy.
Oh, yeah. Okay, that's a good point. So tell me, what is the policy that would have changed this? Where do I hear Republicans or Libertarians or anybody else saying, we have the answers?
Juan, I've done it here. I've done it everywhere. It's been, actually, Herman Cain, it's in Herman Cain's book, repatriate all those $2 or $3 trillion.
And what happened last time we did that? Because we discussed
No,
this.
but you didn't hear the rest of it.
Oh, okay.
0% tax, take a quarter of the money, use it to hire American workers or buy American equipment.
Yeah.
Force them to do it.
It's not
going
to. That's going to solve all our economic problems. No.
Before we go, next topic, very quickly. Fannie and Freddie today asked for, wait for it, $6 billion more in bailout money, bringing the total from $171 billion, this is your money, to $177
Stop
billion
the presses. Bowling and I agree.
Stop
they are thieves.
Well, but here, Greg, can I do it? I'll bring out the prop.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
Here's where the occupiers.
God, don't hurt someone with
Here's
that.
where they should be occupying. Here are the addresses
Oh, my
for
goodness.
Fannie and Freddie. Here's where they're located. You guys want to occupy something? Go to the steps of Fannie and Freddie. Occupy this. These executives, Greg, they took $13 million in bonuses on top of their $2 million salaries.
Worse, Fannie and Freddie sounds like a Swedish porn film. You just can't take them seriously.
To you.
Yeah. We've been down this road. These are crooks. But
I feel bad for the spokespeople because they have to deal with all the negative press, but they didn't get a bonus.
Why are we giving them bonuses on?
I don't get it. Well, I mean,
private.
We gotta leave.
We can all agree
buddy,
this is not about
the
that.
way I feel about Wall Street.
Dropping my
But if Wall Street gets it, they're fat cats. If the government gets it, it's, rewarding private expertise.
Right.
No,
All
but they're all.
Gotta leave it there. I'll leave it up next. Some good news for you long-haired, dope-smoking potheads in California. That's next on the 5.
Days and nights that we know will be. I will stay with you. Will you stay with me? Just one single